We're always good, folks. And how are you? Are you good? Are you gelling? What's up, everybody? And welcome back to that podcast. It's the Madoians and Friends, featuring the Madoians. Michael Madoian.
SNL intro.
Alex Madoian.
And musical guest, Duke.
Welcome to the stage, the Madoians. Sorry, folks. It's us.
Get up, son!
Yeah! It's episode, literally get up, son. It's bright and early, folks.
Yeah.
109.
Sure.
109. No friend today, folks, but we appreciate you being here as always. Quickly like, subscribe, and comment. And on the front end, if you're Christian Ward, go fuck yourself.
Who?
Christian Ward
Who's that?
apparently doesn't like our podcast.
Oh, the guy, the comment. Oh,
Yeah. So, just a little housekeeping up front, but
Yeah.
everyone else, keep on rocking it in the free world. Big ep today, Mike. We haven't been on since a couple of big things.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Called this the Detroit episode.
Oh, wow.
Can go into that if we'd like first.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I feel like that's going to take up most of the time. I feel like that's where we're going to spend it.
Okay.
Because, we have a podcast. Obviously, people want to hear about all the things that we're doing. But in particular, this trip is pretty absurd.
I was just gonna say we rarely talk about anything we're doing on this
No,
podcast.
I know. I was making a joke that people tune in to hear about our lives.
Oh,
and
yeah, definitely.
Not the funny quips that we do.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, call this the D-Town episode. Call this the Bad Boys episode.
Yeah.
As you can see, we're rocking some of the gear, folks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, all geared up.
As you know, our new 1B team. It's hard to say that, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
I was thinking about it last night, actually, watching the game. I was like, it's like not that I'm a fan of them and I want them to win the title, but it's like it's a good team, not a good team. It's a cool thing to be able to root for someone else while not watching the Celtics.
yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
And,
I watch a lot of NBA games, but I'm not like rooting for them. I'm
Yes.
just like watching
and
basketball.
they're a fun team to root for.
Oh yeah,
They
very
keep-
young.
Very young. They keep in games for a good amount until the fourth quarter, and
Yeah.
then, like a young team does, kind of lets it slip.
Yep.
But they're in it for the most time, and you're like, dude, you guys can win this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a fun team, and it's absurd, dude. It really is absurd. The fact that we were there on Wednesday, we're standing on the court, Matt's fucking posting up Sadiq Bey.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing.
Hilarious.
It's just wild. And Matt's the only one out there,
Yeah.
and like.
When we were out there warming up Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, Cade is when Cade is by himself. No one is out on the floor, and it's just him and Matt. And at home, John Beeline.
Yeah, hilarious.
So it's wild. And I think Rashard Lewis, like his laundry loop,
Yeah.
got
Matt told me
lost,
about that.
and so he just like chilled in the back. But yeah, so we went and visited Matt in Detroit. Most of you that watch this podcast probably know, but if you don't, our brother Matt works for the Detroit Pistons now as a video coordinating intern in player development. So we went out and visited, had a wild 4-day weekend.
Many sporting events.
Yeah, Mike, you want to break it all down real quick, and then we'll tackle it game by game?
So we flew in Friday morning, way too early. It like made no sense how early we got there. We took a 5 a.m. flight out of Providence.
Got in at 7:15, and we're just there in Detroit on Friday. We were just like, okay, no, we're here now.
Yeah. Barring any weather delays, it was beautiful out that day.
Beautiful out the whole weekend.
Yeah, really. But we got there on Friday morning, did absolutely nothing all day until we were just waiting to go to the first Pistons game, which was versus the Atlanta Hawks.
Indeed.
Didn't go their way. The next day, Saturday, we went to Ann Arbor. Got there a little bit early. Good thing. The city is wild. It's a city based around Michigan.
Yeah.
So we went to Michigan State, which was a good game. Like two not very good teams. I can confidently say after watching that Michigan team that they will not win the title.
No, and they're
like by a long shot. Like if they get into the playoff, they're getting shit on by whoever they're playing.
They are the least impressive top 5, maybe
I've
even
ever
top
seen.
10 team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I was expecting to be like, oh wow, look at they are firing on all cylinders, and it was like very pedestrian football.
Oh yeah, they're solely based around their defense just being solid as fuck.
Yep.
And their offense is, forgettable.
Yeah,
to say the
they've
least.
had like 2 or 3 games where Corum goes absolutely ballistic against a team that is horrible.
Oh yeah, their best players on the offense is their running back.
That's what I mean.
So it's
and
like
he had like 400 yards rushing one game, but it was against like, Rice.
Yeah.
Or something like stupid. But unreal game. Big House is wild. Then Sunday,
we go to see Lions Dolphins, which was a phenomenal game.
epic.
Like,
you wouldn't think so, but it was epic.
Yeah, it was epic. It was like, obviously the Dolphins are good, but it's like it was almost like a shit bowl. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a pretty game, but people scored a lot, and
good
a lot of
scoring.
shit happened. Tyreek Hill went in.
Yeah, everything you wanted to see in that game was like basically what you saw.
Exactly.
Tyreek Hill went off. Tua had some good throws, lots of football scoring.
And the Lions
Sign me
almost
up.
won.
Yeah.
The crowd was into it to the end. Like it was great.
And the way that they're into games is funny. I'll get into that when we're breaking these games down.
And then finally, after that, Sunday night, we go to see Detroit Pistons beat the Golden State Warriors,
Epic.
which was phenomenal.
So dope.
You might have seen the highlights of Jordan Poole scoring like 12 points in like 50 seconds, pulling his own Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, it was epic. Did it at the basket that we were sitting towards?
Yeah,
Or did it towards the basket we were at?
Yeah,
much?
yeah.
Yeah. What a wild just weekend of games. Exhausting.
It really was.
Oh, bro. Yeah. We were never not doing anything.
True.
And when we were doing stuff, we were like getting ready to go to another sporting event, and they were all
just walking around
huge
everywhere.
events. Yeah. So that's the crazy part. We can start there. Matt lives walking distance to downtown Detroit.
Oh yeah. We walked to Little Caesars Arena to watch the Pistons both nights.
And Ford Field.
Ford Field.
We were sitting like this, as we are on the podcast right now, in an apartment.
Yep.
Sitting on the couch. And then we looked at each other and said, you ready? And we walked outside, and we walked
5
to
minutes.
Ford Field.
5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it was crazy. And go ahead.
And nevertheless, Tiger Stadium is right next to both of them.
And the fact that they're all in the middle of the city, seeing all these people for the Lions game just walking through the city was wild.
Yeah.
Because even for Celtics games, they're in the city and people are all walking, but
it's triple the amount of people.
Yeah. No, I know. And it's more open, so you just saw all of them.
Every street
flowing.
People were just coming towards this one center.
Yes, it was wild. So Friday, shout out to Matt, hooks us up with the family passes.
Oh my god,
dude, these directions were
it was like a Clue game.
Yeah, literally, and so down to the color of the door on the directions, and we're like, ooh, that's the double doors, and that's the gray door, and these are the stairs, and this is the door on the right, and we do it, and it's locked, and our girl Janet looks at us, and she's like, "Can I help you, boys?" Yeah, we're supposed to be on some list. Our brother works for the team. Who's your brother? Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you really wouldn't know him, I swear.
No, she's like, but who is he? We're like, Matt Madoian. And she's like, oh, yeah, I don't know. We're like, no, duh. So she's like, oh, I got his name here, but I don't see you guys. Go on in. No worries.
Yeah, trust us.
Yeah.
Leap of faith. 2 random dudes.
Yeah, 2 dudes that threw Matt Madoian's name out there.
Yeah.
So we go down. We're now in the bowels of Little Caesars. And we don't know where we're going. But also, apparently, neither does anybody else. So the one part I missed was that we originally drove there, and nobody, and I mean nobody, knew where we were supposed to park. And we didn't either, because we've never been there before. But we were showing emails, asking questions. No one wanted to hear it. They don't give a fuck. They just want you in the garage.
Yep.
We don't have the right ticket, all this whole thing. The clutch part about Matt living so close is we turn around, we park, and we walk back, and we're there in 5 minutes. So we get inside, and even inside, people didn't know what we were talking about. It was wild, dude. No one knew what the family lounge was. We showed them the email. You've never seen this before? This is an internal employee email. I'm sure there's thousands of families.
It's sent out to everyone that gets tickets.
So it was nuts, and no one had any idea what we were doing. We get to our seats, we see Matt, it's awesome. And then finally, it was like an hour before game time?
Yeah.
Mike's like, why don't we go try again? Finally go, and we find our passes, and we're in the family lounge, dude.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. What are we doing in the Little Caesars Arena, Detroit Pistons Family Lounge? Wild. You know what we weren't doing? Eating the food.
It's worse than cafeteria lunch.
Oh, it is arguably disgusting food.
Disgusting, but also so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Dude, like these are these people's families,
Bro,
man.
they don't even get the food from the arena. Like
No.
it's bad food.
Like Alex had a chicken nugget the second night we went, and I go, like, they look like Tyson chicken nuggets. And he's like, Tyson chicken nuggets would be better than this. And the pizza looked fucking disgusting.
You know when you've had those pizzas in the past and people describe them as cardboard?
It almost looked like cheese on a plate.
It looked fake. It looked like it looked like they put like something in place as like, oh, this is where the pizza would be. I mean, the best part about the family lounge, and this is, TMI, but not TMI, is the bathroom. Dude, when the quarter ends or something's going on and people are going to the bathroom and all you have to do is just go to this private bathroom.
Yeah. One person bathroom, phenomenal. I mean, the free bevs.
The free bevs was very nice. If you're a soda or a water person, that's all you need.
Yeah.
It's free. Go ahead and get it. But that was like the most clutch part about the whole thing, was just the convenience of not having to go into the main bathroom.
Of course.
Great game, though. They lost.
Yeah, it was a tough one. The Hawks legitimately couldn't miss.
No, it was insane.
Yeah, it was insane.
It was insane.
And the woman next to us was like yelling at the players, and we were sitting behind one of the players' family, and they were getting so pissed. It was really a sight to see.
Yeah, it was a sight to see.
And then we made friends with the players' family, just agreeing how annoying these people were.
Yeah.
They expected them the other team not to make a shot, and the Pistons to make every shot.
Yeah.
After everything, this woman had something to say.
That's so funny.
And I think she was about 2 tall boys deep, so I mean, I don't want to make any excuses for her, but
she was loose?
I think she was a little bit loose. I didn't tell her to get loose.
She was loose.
Don't tell me to get loose.
But it was funny to see like the side eyes that the mom would give.
Oh yeah, she was
sitting there like,
she was pissed.
You fucking asshole. Just my kid out there.
Yeah. And our kid's very good.
The kid's unbelievable. Absolute freak of nature. Good Friday though.
Oh yeah.
And then we start planning for Saturday. And like Mike said, dude, if you don't go to Ann Arbor 7 hours before game time, you're screwed.
And I want to know if that was just because of the weekend we went and probably one of their biggest games, rivalry weekend. I'm not sure, but it didn't seem like that just because you don't really know, because the town is already centered around Michigan. So I don't know if these people are just already there and they're just out early.
It's also, isn't it? I mean, it might not be to the brim packed every game, but isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So it's got to feel pretty close to the same.
True.
There's still 100,000 people in the city.
We get there at 1 o'clock. The game's at 7:30. Yeah. The first parking garage we go to is full. Like, this isn't some rinky-dink parking garage. It had to have been hundreds of cars.
Five
500
floors. Well, no, five floors of cars.
Yeah,
no,
for
no
sure.
less. And at least the size of the block back.
Oh yeah,
it was huge.
It was huge.
And then,
full.
But then you're at that point where you've planned everything. You're at the parking garage, all that, and now you don't have a parking garage. There's no street parking.
Yeah,
and you're now just in Ann Arbor. Like, oh, okay.
Now what do I do?
Sick, yeah.
So you just keep getting further and further away from the stadium parking.
I mean, the fact that we even got the spot that we did, which I would say
couldn't have been better.
So ideal.
Yeah. It was not even a mile away from the original parking garage.
No, and in a better spot, a little bit further, so it wasn't as much traffic.
Yeah.
But, I mean, insane, dude. And the amount of people, it literally felt like a movie.
As you know, if you watch TV, you've seen the Dr. Pepper Fansville commercials. And I'm not even joking, it is that in real life.
1,000%.
Every single person you see is in that blue and yellow. And
maize.
In maize, yeah, sorry. And they're all just like happy-go-lucky for Michigan football.
It's crazy. Go ahead.
It's like their lives revolve around it. And then you get into the stadium and you're like, oh my God, this is all these people have. Yeah. And, Alex will explain more into the game. But also back to the parking, the fact that it was only $20 till 2 a.m. was mind-blowing.
The fact that you're like, how long does this even get me? And it's like 2 a.m. the next day. I'm like, okay. Bro, $20?
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I mean, I guess if you get 100,000 people coming into town, $20,
But you could charge legitimately $50, and I would have paid it.
No, I know.
I would have paid it.
That's why it's like, I was like, okay. But the people, it's hilarious, bro. They're not like
They're
when
NPCs.
That's the best way to put it. When you go to a sporting event in the Northeast,
You go to Boston Garden.
people outside are already screaming, yelling,
Yeah.
let's go, let's fucking go.
Fuck you, Kyrie.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's the best. When we went to the Giants Patriots preseason game and just chants, "Fuck you, Kyrie," like he had
For no
nothing to do
reason.
with it. They all just are there to like enjoy a nice game and like observe the game, not like be a fan. I don't know, is that the wrong way to put it?
Well, the craziest thing I've ever seen, no one swore.
Yeah, no one swore, and the one kid that did swear, it was like funny to them. Like they were like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
did you hear that?"
But also, I was going into like a Midwest football game thinking like beer was going to be the one, common ground everyone has. But 100,000 people in a stadium, Michigan Stadium is completely bleachers. So you don't even have a real seat to sit in. And it was unbelievable that they don't sell beer there. I don't know why. Maybe because it's too many people. They don't want it to get rowdy, or that you're standing sideways, basically grinding on the people next to you, so you can't even hold the beer. One person moves a little bit, that beer's on the floor.
Dunzo. Yeah, I there is a lot of those are very good points, and they all made sense while we were there. But it was wild that they didn't serve any. Not beer. Their selection was Coke, Sprite, and Diet Coke or water, and popcorn or nachos.
It was the most generic like snack stand food ever.
It was almost as if they were like, well, we have to have something, so let's just do the bare minimum. And they had 1,000 cash registers, so there's never a line. You could get something at any point, but you could only get the bare minimum.
Very weird.
But it felt like 100,000 person family environment. Like it was like,
and I wonder if
it's just a great game that we're out here,
Yeah, but you didn't even see people like, oh, that guy was tailgating hard. You didn't even see
No.
like, oh, that person's definitely drunk.
No, yeah, and the tailgates were just like a fun, like
family thing.
It was almost like a high school game.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was 100,000 seat high school game.
Very weird.
Because obviously no booze or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't put that together because it just felt very like I would have expected it to be like,
yeah, just like nonstop.
Yeah, and just a buzz of noise. But like when it popped, it was like, whoa, this is loud. Or you got to pump it up.
That was nuts.
Pump it up. That was sick.
But the funniest thing was that, like I said, there's so many people that you can't even stand in your normal spot or even straight. You have to basically turn sideways.
Yeah.
But then at like timeouts, like everyone would sit down, and me and Alex looked at each other and we're like, yo, we're way too big to sit down. Either I'm sitting on the guy behind me's lap, or my knees are going through the man in front of me's back.
Yeah.
Like I would have been like through this dude. Yeah. I would have speared him like a fish.
But
So think about it. A whole section of thousands of people are sitting down, and Alex and I are standing up for like minutes at a time, and we then proceed to start yelling at them. You aren't fans.
Fake fans. Fake fans. We're out here from Rhode Island, and we're real fans.
We haven't sat down once.
Yeah. Meanwhile, everyone's like, guys, just
No one gives a fuck.
just sit down.
Yeah.
I couldn't have expected the stadium to be like that. Like
It was ginormous.
dope game. We get out of there when they hit a 54-yard field goal.
Yeah,
in college.
to basically seal it.
Yeah.
And good thing we did, because literally as we were exiting the stadium grounds, we hear a roar, and they just got a fumble and then scored again
On the next play.
So we were like, oh, thank God. So many people.
Everybody was about to leave.
Yeah.
Got out of there, but just awesome. Michigan is sick. The town, like Mike said, exactly like the Dr. Pepper commercial. Everyone's playing that stupid die game. All in the frat row. Probably.
Oh yeah. You see all the houses that the kids live in near the stadium.
Like we were saying, like on like that frat row.
Yeah.
Just so funny to see all the kids outside, and they're all playing that die game, like I said. But like some of these kids have angled yards.
Oh, Matt, that was great,
that was
dude.
so funny.
They're playing die on a
touch-
hill, dude.
We didn't talk about that much when we were walking around, but there was a bunch of people that had hills playing die, and I'm like,
Someone's at a huge disadvantage, if not both of you.
yeah, it like the fundamentals of the game are gone.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night we got back and kind of just did a trip around.
Tried to go out but couldn't. It was almost too late at that point.
Yeah, true. But then we wake up Sunday. Couldn't watch the London game. That's what we were trying to figure out in the morning.
Oh yeah,
but then we just freaking the pizza.
that was good pizza.
Good pizza. Detroit pizza, like, people try and claim it as like something like different or whatever. It's just a pan pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is good. But it's like
I could see how it could easily be bad.
it's a deep dish pan.
Yeah. It's not deep dish. No, definitely not.
No, I'm saying a deep dish pan, like a pan pizza
yeah.
is usually a little thinner. Now we can get into the real corniness of all the Michiganders.
Oh yeah.
The Lions game. Dude. Well, the game was awesome. We got to talk about the touchdown thing.
Oh yeah, that's the worst thing I've ever heard
Dude,
in my life.
So these guys at the Lions, when they score a touchdown, and it must be because they don't do it very often, they do a fight song.
Yeah, like a college team. Very weird.
Yeah, and not like a cool fight song, not like a hype song.
No, it's so mellow and
Go for that team, fight on down the field, go score, Lions, 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 rah rah rah. And they do say rah 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 in there, but they do it every time they score.
Yeah.
Every time they
So
score.
bad.
And me and Mike are looking around. We're like, you guys do this every time? I'm like, if I was a player on the Lions,
Yeah.
I
We
would
have to
be
end this immediately.
pissed. The second they scored and that started playing, I go, this is why they're bad.
Yeah.
Because their organization thinks stuff like this is okay.
Yeah, they're outshined by their college team, so they have to be like, oh, what do they like? Oh, it's fight songs.
It's fight songs and Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Dude, the people there, oh my God. So it was Barry Sanders statue night. They like unveiled that he was getting a statue at the stadium.
Yeah.
Dude, even before we knew he was there, they're like everybody they like celebrate Barry Sanders like every day. They're there, dude.
The mention of his name.
The mention of his name is the loudest pop you hear at the whole stadium, and then he's on the screen. Barry, Barry, Barry. Dude,
Just holding on to it.
they have to. It's
Yeah.
all they have is Barry Sanders, dude.
Facts.
And you could tell that like they were like the whole day was like, yeah, there's a Lions game going on, but we're here for Barry Sanders. It felt like that. This is a Barry Sanders convention with a game around it.
Yeah.
But the fight song was not good.
Also, first time in a dome. Pretty
Weird.
Very weird.
Very weird.
You get like the controlled or like atmosphere or air of a NBA arena. He can't make up to me like this. You're still a piece of shit. You get like that same air feeling, but then it's like, oh, there's a 60,000 person stadium in this building.
Yeah. That was also trippy too. For me, I felt like it was the stadium being the field being inside, but it was the fact that there was 60,000 seats and we were all indoors. And then the fact that like the suites across the way, wild, 4 stacked the whole way across. Because Ford Field is basically just a massive airplane hangar.
Oh yeah.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
a big
very,
shell.
very plain outside with just Ford Field, and then you walk in and you're like, oh yeah, it's someone put a stadium inside an airplane hangar.
And it's like connected to buildings too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. And then the fact that you could long jump across the street to Tiger Stadium was
Long jump.
Am I wrong?
It's literally across the street.
Yeah, from one sidewalk
You
to the
can
other.
exit one and enter the other.
Literally. I wonder. No. Yeah, maybe.
There was an entrance on that backside.
No.
Exited at.
Yeah, there was. I meant how many times?
Did they match up?
Yeah, and
Almost never.
Yeah, almost never.
Well, I mean, the
September.
The Tigers have been to the playoffs.
Yeah, but like September, it could line up. Good to see them win, and then we barely had a break in between the next game. It was Pistons, Warriors, and
yeah, cool seeing Steph Curry play. I mean, I know fucking Clay didn't play, but
yeah, I mean, seeing Steph play was wild. Like just the quietest 30-piece of all time.
yeah,
barely forgettable that he was on the court, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, he's the leading scorer. Jordan Poole, beast. Cool. He was definitely going off for his Michigan people.
Facts.
That was cool.
Facts.
Yeah, and the fact that they beat the Warriors, dude. Like it was just like of all the teams in the world that they're playing.
Yeah. And I mean, this was like a bunch of games ago, so like their record really wasn't good at that point. They might have had one win. That was probably
that was
their second win.
It was their second win. Yeah, that was wild. The place was rocking. Teal takeover.
It was, yeah. That weekend was the Teal takeover, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, got all the gear. Saw T Grizzly perform.
Yeah. 2 songs.
2 songs. Classic club appearance. Got paid about $10,000 to sit courtside and perform 2 songs.
Yeah.
But it was sick, dude. Cade had a weekend, bro.
Yeah.
Cade had a fucking weekend. Almost 2 like 27-point triple doubles. Like, just crazy. Balling. He's a beast, bro.
Dude, very good. His mid range is unbelievable.
Oh, like DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Level
like
mid-range.
very, very close.
Like a freakish mid range.
That's a great comparison, honestly.
It was dope though, and hard pressed to say that it wasn't Matt's fault.
That's funny.
Someone had to warm him up.
Yeah.
Someone had to get him going. The facility was raw.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. Food everywhere you could think.
Yeah, it was like a 2K like.
Yeah.
gym.
Oh yeah. No. What made it even more the 2K gym was the workout, like the weight room.
Oh,
being
the walk-in
open. Yeah, open attached to the basketball court.
Yeah.
So dope. Loved the self quotes by the owner. Dude, that is a next level move to put basically you take 100% of the shots you don't take and quote yourself about it, dude. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? We get it. You did great. You owned a team, but bro, let it go. That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's great.
There we go. But just a good weekend. Just a dope city. A very cool city, much cooler than I could have expected.
Yeah, you hear all these things about Detroit and the bad, mostly bad. And I'm sure we didn't really even see the half of it.
No, of course, but
like downtown Detroit is really cool.
Yeah, mad cool. I mean, the food, the 3 sports arenas being all within a quarter of a mile away from each other, all in downtown. Fox Theater.
Yeah, right there. Seemed like plenty of places to go out to.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a lot cooler than I expected. The weather was nice when we were out there, like we said. Yeah, just
ready to do it again in December and February.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to the bad boys. Keep it going, fellas. Well, with that, folks, we know you wanted to hear all about that trip, but you really wanted to get into the seggies.
The Seggies.
Zegs. Mike, would you like to pick the first?
You looking sweet up from the feet up, shorty. Sweet up from the feet up. They're fucking
I'm going to go with a little bit of a different one, Mike.
Okay.
Because this still has to do with our trip. I think it's fitting. I think it's noteworthy.
All right.
I'm going to go with the Sauna collection.
Okay.
The Detroit Pistons Sauna collection.
Word.
Just first off, heat.
Very dope.
This is very dope. I don't even know who that he is as an artist or she.
It's a Detroit-based artist. I know that. But
okay, word.
I'm sure many people don't know about it, but
no. I mean,
very niche.
I can't imagine you do, but unbelievable. Real quick, after this podcast episode, look up Sauna.
SANAA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real cool stuff. But I bring it up because the clothes, the fits, the pop up was, I mean, very, very nice stuff.
Yeah, we tried to go Sunday morning, and we definitely didn't anticipate how long of a line there would be.
No. We were like, I mean, we probably should have anticipated going earlier than the opening.
Yeah.
Which is, one thing. But no less than 300 people in line.
I mean, we didn't even see around the corner, so there could have been more.
Yeah, and it was like a city, like a block.
Yeah,
like around.
It was a turn.
It was no shot we were waiting in that line.
Yeah, no way.
And obviously for the price of this attire.
Well, it actually was less than we were anticipating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so then we would have got up there, would have been less than we thought, and definitely bought something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was buying something at the higher price too, but
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, now I don't even have to justify it. Now we're good. But no, I just thought it was dope. I thought it was funny, and cool. Obviously, you get your stuff, you put it on for the game that night. Mad heads were doing that, and a special shout out to my jacket.
Oh yeah, big find.
Big find. Was gonna get it for Mike, but just a little too big. I knew it was his, right in his style. Mike picks it up. Lady goes, if you even consider buying that item, don't put it back. And I was like, all right. We scooped up that jacket, and that's probably the coolest piece of clothing I have. For sure.
It's kind of like a starter-esque jacket.
It's a Mitchell & Ness jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mitchell & Ness, basically your modern vintage.
I was just gonna say the 2022 version though.
Yeah, it's modern. It's modern vintage.
Yeah. But it has the old logo too. So
As you can see by
yeah,
my teal hat. Yeah. So shout out the Sonic collection. I felt like that was a noteworthy fit.
word, very fitting, pun intended.
There you go.
So my fit is Indiana Fever guard Destany Henderson.
It's Destany?
I think it is. I always heard it. It was never Destiny in college.
Really? Oh, really?
Never. So I'm sticking to it. So
Yeah, she looks like she's kind of dressed like Jordan Clarkson.
mad funny. With the tattoos too.
And the hair.
Yeah, yeah.
And the face. And the hat.
So, NCAA champion. So I just don't know I know you're a snapback guy, but I believe this is a fitted. I'm not sure what kind if we had Reese here, you could tell me the brand
Are you
of
talking
that
about the
hat.
stickers?
No, just like
You-
the brown fitted with the brown shirt.
It's kind of tough.
It is definitely iced out with the big ass chain, big
Couple, yeah.
Cuban. But also a part of this fit, I have so many questions, or just talking points about it. The shirt. What are your opinions about people wearing band T-shirts?
That they definitely don't listen to.
Exactly. I don't want to assume, but I can almost guarantee she's not a Metallica fan.
Yeah,
so
no, it's just
a dope design, I guess.
Same with this hat and
Yeah.
the thing. That's a modern retro shirt. That's not a.
I guess.
That's an H&M kind of, not like, obviously she's not buying H&M
Yeah.
clothes, but that's like what H&M would put out as vintage and
Yeah.
put it out tomorrow.
Yep.
So yeah, and I'm not like, I don't want to sound like it's gatekeeping music. Like
Yeah.
people can do whatever the fuck they want, but
I'm not repping anything I'm not interested in.
no,
though.
not what, I'm not walking around with Aerosmith on.
I was just gonna say you'll never catch me in an AC/DC shirt.
Yeah, because it's like cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
So, moving on to my second question. The shorts, everyone, I don't know who was the first to do this design, but the what's that?
There's more designs like that.
I'm going to explain myself. Like the jersey material, I don't know what that's called.
Just mesh
Mesh shorts.
as a style.
No, with the double letter on it.
Oh, well, like Matt's shorts.
like the EE,
Yeah.
Eric Emanuel. I don't know if he started that design, but everyone copies it.
Yeah.
For every single thing.
Yeah, I didn't. The mesh shorts was the until you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that makes sense. Because you can't just all do that. But the mesh shorts look is big now too.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that, but everyone copying the double letter over each other
Yeah, it's-
kind of pisses me off.
It's a little weird. It's a little much.
Yeah, and then this collection of off-white dunks,
Yeah,
like
with-
the different colors.
Yeah.
I don't like them at all, and the
No,
laces.
I hate
the
the-
laces suck.
I hate the not rubber laces, but the because there's laces and then there's
Double
whatever
yeah,
that
I know
is.
what you mean.
like piping.
Yes.
Yeah, not a fan. So outfit, the idea is nice, but
For sure.
execution is not as much.
No, definitely not.
Did they get the number 1 pick in the draft again?
The Fever
Yeah,
last night. Yeah,
that's epic.
dude, they're gonna be good.
Yeah, for real.
You add those young pieces, and then it's so funny. Like in the WNBA, there's almost a guarantee of who the number 1 pick is. Like the NBA draft or lottery, they're like, oh, who could be the number 1
yeah.
pick? But it's like, how can Aaliyah Boston help the Indian Fever? I was like, this is so fucked, man.
That is.
And then
funny.
they're like the number 2 pick. So how can Haley Jones
Yeah.
help the Lynx? Like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. They're like they already. Know
There's
where they're
no
going.
other options.
No,
like,
no. That's funny.
hilarious.
Is Paige Beckers out for this season, or was it last season with the ACL?
It was last season, no?
Right when because she did it in the off season and was out the entire season. It wasn't.
Then if she did in the off season, then it might have been this year. I'm not sure. I don't know. I honestly don't.
Because that would suck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I thought it was already over. Like I thought the year without her was over.
Oh yeah. Well, she was out a lot of last year, so
Yeah, but I don't remember.
no.
All right, either way.
Moving on.
Yeah, 2 good fits, 2 solid fits. I don't think you're hitting it hard enough.
Round 1. Fight. Finish him. Fatality.
Hopefully, no fatalities. All right, Mike. This is gonna be a good one.
Word.
We're going against
Receipts.
Gary V. The voice really got me.
Receipts, motherfucking receipts.
There we go.
Yeah, we're going against Gary V. And Mike, we're gonna go against Gary V. in an act off.
An act off?
Yeah.
Oof, that's tough.
Now, here's the thing, Mike.
Is there like a certain scene, or do I have to cry on command? I don't get it.
Well, here's the thing. If we have to cry on command, I'm losing for sure.
I don't know how people do that.
Neither do I, and I feel like Gary could pull that off real
I was
quick.
going to say, he's so charismatic that I think he has me beat in acting, no matter the situation.
Yeah,
but I think I can bullshit pretty good.
So think about it. Every time you see him like doing the one-on-ones, like, you know, he posts a clip of him like at the meet and greet talking to someone.
Yeah.
He's acting there. So he's putting on a good show.
He knows the camera's
He's
on
like
him.
that. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, like, love, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Always throwing up the 5.
The 5, dude.
And then I love when people also throw it up, and he's like, motherfucker, put
Yeah,
that shit
this
down.
is my shit.
Yeah.
Dude. This is me. Like this. Receipts, dude. Kill your family. You want to be successful? Kill your family. No.
The extreme Gary V. Oh, sorry. Once again.
Yep, just let it. Oh, never mind. Yeah. So he's acting on another level all the time.
No.
No. Okay, I'm not
It's
saying.
not acting. It's like
No,
he's on. He's on. There you go.
That's what I meant by acting. All the
Okay.
time. He's just on all the time,
Yeah,
and so there's probably a lot of times where he is acting.
for sure. Like he's having a shitty day, and he's got to amp it up because
Yep.
it's Gary V.
And dude, I was gonna say that because I feel like he might be a little one-dimensional in the acting department because he's so like him
He's not anything else.
that maybe I
could pull it off.
I could pull it
Like
off.
a drama scene, maybe.
Yeah, because you put Gary in a drama scene, and he's like, "What are you doing? You can't be doing. You can't be out here. That's crazy. You gotta kill your family." And then no one takes it seriously. No one's dramatized by it.
Okay. I don't know. That's so tough. I'm just gonna take the L on this one.
Okay.
I feel like I've been taking too many
Taking too many
dubs.
dubs.
Yeah.
I'm very confident in myself. Maybe not this one.
In
But-
all these situations, couldn't get Serena fucking tennis against Ronaldo or whatever it was.
Yeah. Dude, but I'm thinking of like a cop scene where like he's like
Good cop, bad
he's
cop
the
with
but
Gary
he's
V.
the bad cop,
Yeah.
and he's looking at him with the light on.
Receipts, motherfucker, receipts. We have them.
And
You're going away for a long
yeah,
time.
and you're like, I just can't take you serious, Gary. I'm sorry.
You're going away for a long time, man. But have gratitude. Be grateful. Empathy. Be empathetic. I'm empathetic with your situation. But you fucked up.
It's almost like those things that like you can't see. Like Robert Downey Jr. is always going to be Iron Man, no matter
Yeah.
what he plays. Like Gary V's always going to be Gary V,
Yeah,
no matter
that's
what.
what I mean. He's now typecast.
Facts.
So that's what I'm saying. I might take the dub.
All right. I think that'd be a good one to squeak by.
Yeah. All right. See on the silver screen there, Gary V.
See you in drama class.
Yeah.
Likes memes.
I thought I had a good one for this.
Likes
Thought
memes.
you did?
Yeah, I remember seeing something and being like, oh, that would be a good one. I just have, dude, some of the videos, I really get to like the depths of Instagram sometimes.
Dude,
Did you see the two things I said?
Dude, the most random shit. I'm like, where the fuck did he find this?
Bro, I don't know, but that's why it's the best.
And it's so like weird humor that I could just see you being like,
yeah, I literally do it, dude. I literally go, oh,
the second
funny.
one when it's like, oh,
yeah, that's what I mean. That's the voice, because that was the sound I was trying to explain to you guys.
Yeah.
Was just it could be anything like that. It's so dumb, but it's so funny. This one got me good.
Saved me.
I don't get that. I didn't get that one.
It's just so stupid.
Monkey. Like I was like, is he gonna eat the monkey? Like, there's
No,
no way a
it's-
turtle's eating a monkey.
No, it just because he's just an old senile turtle. And he's
Yeah,
like, why did you? Monkey.
So mine is a
Oh,
text
fuck.
thread between this guy and his girlfriend, and I just noticed this now. But his contact for her in his phone is Stinka.
Stinka?
Yeah, like stink, and then
Yeah.
3 or 4 A's. So that just makes it even better. So she like asks him where he's at, and he goes nowhere. And she goes, so what are you doing? He sends a picture of him just like sitting on steps or whatever with people in the street.
Yep.
And he goes, coolin'. And she goes, why you sitting by a girl? Please stop playing with me. Real talk.
By a girl.
And he sends back this. He goes, oh, my bad. Them girls. She goes, oh, my bad. Them girl shoes.
Was he wearing pink like Crocs?
Oh, yeah. Like slippers.
Oh my god!
Like, they're legitimately-
with clouds on them.
Oh, yeah,
those
yeah.
are female shoes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hilarious.
Oh my bad.
Them girl shoes.
Totally calling out that dude.
Yeah. From Stinka.
I guess I don't have. Oh my god! This might be it. It's a video. Halloween related. Caption is "Bros Fearless."
What is it? What is your costume?
I'm gay.
What is it? What is your costume?
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
So proud of it, too.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, dude, I swear, some of these like kids of the younger generation, like just like the barrier,
Don't give a fuck.
the barrier's gone.
Yeah,
and they're just
dude.
like it's so funny, bro.
Yeah,
It's so
outlandish.
funny. I'm gay.
I wonder how he got out of the house with that. And if parents were like, hey, that's funny as fuck. Or they were like, or he hid it. You know what I mean?
How do you hide that? It's a hood with a rainbow,
Dude,
on it.
I don't know. And what kind of costume is that? Is that like what are those bears?
The Care Bears.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess he could just say that if he wanted to, but he just straight up he just is gay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the
I'm gay.
Like he's not gay. He
Yeah.
just is gay.
Yeah.
Like, whatever gay is.
What are you going for Halloween? Gay?
Yeah, actually I am. That's funny. Yeah, that's my meme. I got mostly video memes right now.
All right.
I'll show you a couple more when we're done.
It's fact or cap, folks.
Ooh. Is it fact or cap, folks?
My factor cap. The remains of the inventor of the Pringles can are in a Pringles can.
Has to be true. Has to be. That would be awesome. And what flavor?
So that's so funny. Frederick Bauer was the man responsible for creating the iconic Pringles can. That's why, when he passed away in 2008, his children honored his wishes to be laid to rest in one. When my dad first raised the burial idea in the 1980s, I chuckled about it. But it turned out Bauer was serious. So after his death, his children stopped to buy a can of Pringles while heading to the funeral. His son recalled, my siblings and I briefly debated what flavor to use, but I said, look, we need to use the original.
Wow.
Yeah.
Epic.
I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you have something like that.
It's such a niche invention that like you're known for and that can be,
also storage.
yeah, storage for ashes. But
Imagine that I just looked over at that sprinkles thing, and the guy that made sprinkles is like, I want my ashes buried in a sprinkle jar.
But my thing is, how many? Just one? Then what are you doing with the excess? You know what I mean? I don't know how
Doing with the excess. Oh,
I don't know
ashes?
how long, how large or small.
Multiple cans.
Yeah, my question. A
Oh,
sleeve
nah.
of Pringles, like
I was gonna say you fill up 5 different cans of Pringles and then lay them out in the shape of a body,
oh my god,
like a stick man.
yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's fucked.
Yeah.
But when I first read that, I was like, so they put ashes in the Pringles cans, like the material it's made out of that is infused with this man's ashes. Like I was a little creeped out, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I could have some ash residue on my Pringle.
On my Pringy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you're saying is some of this barbecue dust is Mr. Johnson? I don't like that very much.
No.
That's funny. My factor cap, Mike, is a familiar one. Yellowstone National Park. Overdue for an eruption? Factor cap.
Overdue. I'm gonna go. I think it's like 100 years overdue. Like it's any time now. It should be.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, what are you going with? Factor cap.
Yeah, I'm fact. It is overdue.
Fact it is overdue.
Yeah,
All right. Common knowledge. I also thought it was overdue.
it's not.
It's cap. Yellowstone. Hold on. Isn't overdue for an eruption, folks. It's had 3 major explosions in its existence. 2.08 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago, and 0.631 million years ago. If you average out those numbers, that means an eruption every 725,000 years,
Oh, so we're showing.
meaning we'd still have a good 100,000 to go.
Oh well.
But that number is based on such little data that it's, quote, basically meaningless. And also, volcanoes don't work like that.
So like, if it erupts, I always think about how.
We're screwed, Michael.
Yeah, how much does it ruin? You know what I mean?
The world.
Really?
At least the United States.
Really? It's that big?
So what the problem is that the ash cloud
Oh,
would spread literally over America.
it would cover the sun. Everything would die.
yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's fucked.
Yep.
Well,
Hopefully.
I mean, people. That's the last thing people are worried about right now. That's gonna end the world. So I mean, we're chilling.
Yeah. Until you get the
But at that point, it's like a nuke. Like you're fucked either way. So it's
no,
like,
I
what are
know,
you
but
doing?
but I'm saying is it's the last thing people are worried about until it's the only thing
yeah,
people are
yeah,
worried
yeah.
about.
But then it's too late. So fuck it.
Yeah, then we just keep doing the podcast, and it's just a little darker outside, and I'm a little skinnier,
Paler.
paler.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like it'd be only a matter of time before everyone died.
Yeah,
Okay.
would not be very good. Not be very good at all, folks.
Song of the week.
Not be very good. Oh, no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck as a monster.
Now I'm stuck as a large robot.
So, one thing that also happened since we recorded last, that's very sad. Is,
Yeah, not where I thought you were going.
Oh,
with it.
okay. Well, what were you gonna think?
Nope. Go with that first.
Well, Takeoff died.
I know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not too long after we literally just talked about P&B Rock dying.
And in the the saddest way possible.
Oh yeah, by accident.
Stood up and got shot.
Yeah. Yeah. So
R.I.P. to Takeoff.
yeah, facts.
I mean,
Not too much to say about
you could
it.
just run through his whole discography.
Yeah. For Takeoff, for me, can you please go listen to his solo stuff because
No,
it
oh
doesn't
my God,
it
dude.
doesn't get enough credit, and even after he passed away, it still was not brought up at all. So
The album or the mixtape or whatever, the Rocket Man
Yeah,
one with
yeah.
that has Vacation and
Yep.
Casper on it, dude.
Yep.
Those songs are
unbelievable.
and just shows why he is and was the best Migo
Said by many.
by most.
Yeah.
And people would, at one point would have said Offset, but I think Takeoff just like every time proved.
I think Quavo is better than Offset, but that's just me.
No, I'm just saying in terms of, because people always say because Quavo, he's the big hook guy.
Oh yeah,
So
he's the most famous.
Yeah, because he's throw him on a hook, but you get Takeoff throwing bars down.
Yeah. So my song of the week is gonna have to be off him and Takeoff and Quavo's new project that literally dropped like the night he died or whatever. Only built for Infinity Links. So my favorite song off there is probably Hell Yeah.
Word.
So
What I thought you were gonna say was Drake and 21's album.
Oh
Drop.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Good. I haven't gotten a chance to hear every single song.
Okay.
But I listened to most of the front and then a couple of ones that were popular.
Yeah.
So I have to run through it all. It's good. I did like the one Matt said. Not scoreboard.
Jumbo
fucking
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good song.
Yeah.
My song of the week. Not a house song. I got a lot of those to give. Got
Yeah.
some good ones, but this one popped up on my Apple Music, and I turned it all the way up.
Okay.
Baby Pluto, Lil Uzi Vert,
Fire.
bro. She bought me a pet. Oh, just so good. I bought her a baby room. That album, I told you I gotta listen to that again. Eternal
Phenomenal.
Take, yeah, so sick, dude.
Needs to go.
He really is so good, dude. He's so unbelievable. But either way, yeah, that's my song of the week.
Fire.
Yeah, little Detroit ep for you folks. Recap, kind of a
Story time.
story time. Yeah, a little story ep, a little filler ep until we get the next pod ep guest on. Again, if your name is Christian Ward, hope you didn't make it this far, you jackass.
And if you did, joke's on you.
Yeah,
dude.
joke's
You're a
on
fan.
you. Subscribe, you bastard. Everyone else, though, that made it this far, as always, thank you, and you're welcome for the banger. You know where to find us. Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you can find a podcast. Also, if you're new, should have said this at the beginning, from all those clips, views, we're fucking blown up. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And follow.
Follow, subscribe, comment, even though, Christian was a negative
take
one,
anything.
but I'll take it, my friend.
Yeah.
You can spam fuck you if you want. I don't care. Because I'll say it right back.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.
Peace.
Peace.